Well, for 50 years, we're talking half of a century, the East St. Louis chapter of the National Council of Negro Women has worked to empower women, strengthen families, and uplift communities throughout the Metro East. Now the organization is celebrating that legacy while honoring women, making a major impact today and continuing its commitment to service through a community project that's going to benefit the House of Mary. Joining us this morning are Peggy Lewis LeCompte, the chair of the 50th celebration, and Robbie Edmond, co-chair of the event. Thank you so much for being here with us this morning.
We're so pleased to be here.
Good. Well, for both of you, real quick, what does this milestone, 50 years, mean for the East St. Louis chapter? Peggy?
Well, it means for me that we can participate in a world that really needs us and that we've done this for 50 years. That advocacy, justice, civil rights, health issues, maternal care, education of children are things that we can continue that our mothers and fathers died for. And right now it means that we're going to get really seriously into this fight for civil rights.
Absolutely, because we've seen it come full circle, right? What about for you? What does this 50th mean?
Just 50 years of honoring our legacy and all the things that we have accomplished in the area for the last 50 years.
I love that. Well, this celebration is more than reflecting on the past, right? It's also about honoring women, making an impact right now. So what qualities do you look for in a woman who is doing great work in our community?
Well, courage, steadfastness, and focus. The women we honor are women who just didn't see something and do it for a moment. They've done it for a lifetime, most of them 10, 15, or 20 years or more. They've made an impact by being focused on what they're going to do. And you can see the reality and the goodness and all the wonderful things that come out of what they've done, from education to civil rights to advocacy to law. Our MC, even though she's not one of our honorees, is a former president of the Bar Association,
Wow.
Pamela J. Means, who's the legal counsel for CARE St. Louis. Our honorees of that ilk, the Terry Bascom, who's worked for years with the Annie Malone Parade, the Janet Bonner, exceptional teacher across the East St. Louis and St. Louis metropolitan area. And these women go beyond just what their professions are. They're also great volunteers in other ways in life. So
Game changers.
Game changers
indeed.
all the time. Never
I love
quit.
that. I love that. Well, you know, the Ethel Scott section has received national recognition for its work. Talk about some of the key areas that they have done to really amplify the voices of Black women in the East St. Louis area.
One facet I can talk about was health, and I happen to have a personal interest in that one because I was the national president of Top Ladies, which is one of their affiliates, and it was a partnership between the two. We had grants that we gave out. We focused on obesity, teen suicide, and we were all, kids say, up in that, making sure that our people were tested, that they knew that where they could get help, how they could get that extra something to help them lose weight or gain weight, as the case may be, where they could get the right foods, nutritional foods, and focusing and partnering with SNCS and stores like that to make sure that the voice was heard, that the actions were taken.
Yeah, now we just saw some bikes and some resources on the screen there, some bikes and basketballs. Can you share a little bit about what those resources are and how you may be getting those out to families?
Robbie, you want to talk about our special program for the 50, because we're more proud of that, I think, than anything.
So we have 50 acts of kindness, and so we're doing 50 different acts throughout the community. Also, we're partnering with Mary's House to give resources for women who have previously been incarcerated to help them get back on their feet.
I love that. So that's what you're seeing this morning. For younger women watching this morning, what message do you hope they take away from the legacy and the continued work of your organization?
Well, you know, you asked the best questions, because we are really focusing on getting the women who just gotten out of college. But also we can have collegiate sections, and that's one of our to-be-done projects that we're working on now, trying to get to SIU, Belleville, the area college and like that, and get us a collegiate section going. But in our group, and to kind of get their attention, we're actually honoring an outstanding youth, a young woman who's in Top Teens of America, who happens to be one of the national officers, the first one we've had from the metropolitan St. Louis area. So that's where we're tapping in by using them and utilizing their skills and their input and their connectiveness to help us get to the young women that's on our, and we have a very young woman that's going to lead that, so we're very excited about that.
I love that. Giving back and really making sure that you are really getting the future ready.
Got to get them ready.
Yeah, and
Gotta get 'em.
elevating them and amplifying them. Finally, Robbie, when and where is the celebration happening, and how can people support or attend?
The celebration will be next Sunday, May 31st, 3 o'clock at the Radisson Hotel in Fairview Heights, Illinois.
All right, we love that. And so can folks just go online to get tickets, or?
No,
They
they
can
can,
just-
at this point, contact Ms. Lewis. And what's your phone number?
618-593-7196.
Now, don't be calling Miss Lewis with no foolishness now, because that's my friend. So, well, thank y'all so much for being
Thank
here.
you.
Peggy and Robbie, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for your work. 50 years they're celebrating. Thank you so much, ladies.
And thank you for
Thank
having
you
us
for
and
having
giving
us.
us the time to talk about this on the
Absolutely.
day the Lord has made.
Absolutely.
Most appropriate.
Good Sunday. We love that.